having a problem. Hope you do too.
And welcome to West Ham is Why We Drink, taking over American Hammers TV tonight, right?
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
We're doing it live. My name's Wayne. This is
Adam. I'm Adam.
And over here is, over here is
James.
Okay, I feel like I'm on the Brady Bunch. Do you? Da, 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 da. It's a story.
I don't know. I've never watched it.
So first, before we start anything off,
what's the Brady Bunch?
The Brady Bunch. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm old. All right,
Is
I'm
Karen?
old.
Is Karen in it?
It's Karen in it. She might be in it. She might be in it. Yeah, shut up. It's sort of like West Ham on steroids. Before we start anything, let me just say thanks to some of our sponsors, to drinkweardesign.com. Okay, one of our lads from oh, here you go. Turn it around. Here you go. They do fantastic drinkware. Yeah, actually, they're glasses as well. Glasses.
Look at that.
Out of drinkweardesign.com mugs. So thanks, Paul and Eddie, for making these up for us. Say a big thank you to our fresh new partners, Hammers Polls, who you can find on Twitter and also at hammerspolls.com, and also comeonyouirons.com, which is a news app that we're using to get some of our news and stuff from, which if you're interested in that, please do go to our webpage, and you can find them all on our partners page on the webpage. So it
feels so weird.
It does feel weird, doesn't it? It's very weird. How do you feel about this, James?
Definitely odd, but it's okay.
More than anything, I'm just like, people that listen to the podcast have no idea just how much disgraceful behavior gets edited out.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm back to, I used to be a high school teacher, and so I'm like, I feel like I need to kind of be in teacher mode, but that's not going to last long.
Yeah, well, as long as we don't effing curse, we should be all right. So,
I'm only drinking water, so that should help a little bit.
You're only drinking water. We've got a podcast called West Ham is Why We Drink, and we're only drinking water.
Well, we're going to be drinking something else later on.
Yeah.
Remember, people?
Yeah.
At the end of this podcast, we've got some Tiger Vial sauce and vodka, because someone that way.
Yeah, you can point actually at me. You don't have to look at the camera. You can point at me, you thing.
Where's this camera stuff? I'm not used to this. But yeah, someone forgot to press record on the video, and so
I took a nice picture though.
Yeah,
you know what?
Great
Don't
picture.
worry. The revenge is, I'm a little bit concerned about how close I am to you, considering the revenge that's going to be reaped today.
I got to tell you, I did have some baked beans for breakfast this morning. So, and I think Adam says it was the chair that made the noise just before we went on air, but I really think it was something else.
Can you smell it?
So glad I'm in the house and not
That
with you guys.
smells nice.
We're very close here. James, you don't know how lucky you are, mate.
We're very lucky.
Very lucky.
Hang on, what if it had been able to come? There wouldn't have been any room for him anyway.
Yeah, we'd have just put the laptop back further, wouldn't we?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I would have had to have moved all the furniture around and everything. So,
I would just stand up behind you like I normally do anyway. So
yeah, well, I guess so.
Threatening to take your clothes off like you usually do.
I guess
hey,
so.
don't threaten me. Don't tip me. I'll do it. It's hot.
Yeah,
here.
seriously. So anyway, a couple of things that we should tell people if they don't know who we are. We are West Ham is Why We Drink, which is the thing down there.
Yep.
There you go, down there. That's who we are. You can find us on point to the podcast logo, James, the podcasting logo.
Okay, look, we just lost a viewer because we're talking too much nonsense.
Exactly.
So
we can actually see who the viewers are. We've got 4 comments already. Look at that. Let's see.
No way! Someone from Australia is watching this.
It's Neil. Hey, Neil, what's up, mate?
That is awesome.
So, and we've got Dave Sperry, who said he was going to tune in for us.
Hey, Dave, nice to see you.
And Richard.
Hey,
Richard, how's it going, mate? So there are 4 of you. We've only got 4 people that love us, and that's absolutely it.
No, well, there's 7 people.
Yeah, but they'll be watching us later.
Wow, Australia, that's cool.
He watches every episode of American Hammers TV, don't you, Neil? You really do.
He's not on the show. He can't
answer back. I'm waiting for the screen to answer me back.
You have special needs.
Seriously,
this is meant to be an episode of our podcast, not a let's talk to the computer.
Is to you. But if you want to see us on the podcast, please do subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or any of the major podcasting platforms, as James keeps telling me, because I don't have to keep saying every single one individually, do I, James?
No.
No, definitely not.
No.
And this will actually be, we're going to download this for anybody that wants to listen to it on the way to work or listen to it while they're in the toilet as opposed to watching us on video, because that could be very off-putting, couldn't it? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
In the toilet, especially.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Although somebody peed while we were on a conference call the other night, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Someone.
It sounded like a waterfall.
But does it look like I'm looking at him if I look at the wall?
Yeah. Pointing at the wall. That's James. The wall is James.
This is brilliant.
It's too funny. But yeah, please do listen to us and everything. We'll have a bit of a laugh. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up in the show, haven't we?
Yes, we've got our normal segments coming up. We've got
Are we doing segments tonight? Oh gosh.
Yeah, we're doing segments. This is a live version of the podcast that everybody seems to love.
Let me pull up my notes here. Sorry.
Pull up your notes, mate. He's pulling up his notes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are doing a show. That's right. I forgot. Sorry.
We are doing a show. Hey, well, I do have one question before we go into the show rundown. You're always stripping off during the podcast, James. You're not going to go like stripping off during this, are you? Because this is on the telly.
I'm not promising that I'm wearing pants right now.
Oh,
stand up.
Stand up. Come on. Stand up right now.
No.
Stand up.
I've got shorts on.
Okay.
Vote.
Vote what? Vote West Ham? Vote Mark Noble for Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I love that. Where did you get that?
From West Ham Fan TV.
You're kidding me. They have one of those on the website?
They do. It's fantastic.
Oh, right. Show it. Stand up and show it again, mate.
It's pretty cool.
I'm getting to stand up and down during this episode.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
I like that. Okay.
The fattest one, but I don't need exercise.
While we're showing t-shirts, I've got something to show you guys for the first time. And if all goes
Put that away, Adam. It's disgusting.
Wayne. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'll have one of these for each of you next week. But this is our design of our brand new West Ham is Why We Drink Dallas Hammers shirt.
That's nice.
Look at the sleeve.
Fantastic.
Oh, where's the camera? Here we go. West Ham is Why We Drink. So mine's got my lucky number 3 on the back with my name.
I don't even remember what number I went for. Do you remember?
69, maybe.
I think it might have been like my retirement age or something. It could have been something like that. It might have been 151 for the proof of the whiskey that I like to drink, or the vodka. Should I say?
Well, we've got some vodka here.
We've got vodka here.
Don't be fooled by the non-vodka bottle that it's in. I can guarantee you this is vodka.
And well, tonight we are going to do the penalty shot out as we always do.
Yeah.
Adam's prepared some questions which I'm really a little concerned about, to be honest.
I can't wait.
So, do you know him, James?
No, I do not.
No, he was joking.
Hey, Ray, what's up, mate? Ray's over in England.
And Hammered Chris.
Oh, and Hammered Chris.
Hey guys.
So, yeah, I'm a bit worried about these questions. I really am a bit worried.
I'm a little scared, honestly.
You should be more scared about the shot I've got prepared for next week, because that is going to be exciting. I don't want to give too much away before we get to that segment.
Oh, good God.
I just want to point out that I am the champion.
You are the champion.
Not predictions. Not predictions.
No.
Oh, well. Predictions.
Give
What
me
were
that.
your predictions, Adam? Did you predict that we were going to have like thousands of viewers or tonight? Because we have, I think, 8 of them. 10. We're up to 10 now.
Sweet.
We're up to 10 viewers. Very
Lanzini.
nice.
We've got a special Lanzini number 10.
Exactly. We're up to 10. But
That's what number I got on my kit.
what do you want? What do you have on your kit, mate?
10.
Oh,
See, I got,
yeah, it is.
see, I got married.
Who's 11? Snodgrass. I'm not going to keep doing this because then I'll forget.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll give things away.
I guess we know those aren't going to be questions on the quiz tonight. I think I got 22 for LR. I think I did. So,
Don't
you
do
should see
that.
look at this manky piece of paper he's got.
This is the
This is what he wrote the
questions.
questions on this manky piece of paper. In a computer race, he wrote
Wait,
on a manky
you
piece
can't
of
have the paper.
piece of
No,
paper.
you can't have the answers out there in front of Wayne. That's
He's not
fair.
going to see him. Hey,
Mate.
whoa,
Well,
whoa, whoa.
okay,
Look, he can't see.
hang on.
I will agree. He can't see anything. He can't see anything 5
At
feet.
least
in front of
I
him.
wrote my questions. This muppet just copied and pasted off the damn internet.
No, he said he did the same thing last night. He said he
No, I
did.
wrote them myself.
You said the same bloody thing.
No, I didn't.
He said,
I
I'm just looking on
literally
the
spent
internet.
a good hour and a half coming up with these
He said, I
questions.
wish there was a mute button in real life here.
Right. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
So-
I can't wait.
Good God. But no, we're going to do the penalty shot out, and then we're doing our song segment. We're actually going to tell you.
Name.
It has a name now.
Oh, and I've got theme tune and everything.
Oh,
It's going to be so...
Are you going to sing for us tonight?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be... It's going to be good.
He spent a lot of time writing this, James. He spent I think 15, 20 seconds writing
So,
it.
well, last episode, for the people that listen to the podcast, I was in Vegas. I was coming off of no sleep, and I thought it would be really funny to try and I thought it would be really funny.
I was just saying
to try and improvise some like jingles. I didn't do a good job.
I love this one.
I like it
specifically. Are there any questions about horses tonight, Adam?
Brilliant. At least we've got a proper listener.
Look,
he wants a cowbell. That's James's job. He's the redneck here. He's the one that should have a cowbell.
I think this is not a redneck anymore.
I think this is Tim. This is Tim that runs the American Hammers podcast.
Is it?
I think it is. I think it's Tim.
I don't know that.
Because I actually messaged Tim with the West Ham is Why We Drink moniker on Twitter before we actually came out in the open and said, "Oh, I've chatted to Wayne. He's a really nice lad. Really love what he's doing. Blah 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 blah." So I think this is Tim trying to get his revenge on me. I don't know. B Hoff.
I don't think it is. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. It might be.
Anyway, let's get on with the show because we haven't even started a segment.
We're 15 minutes late.
Yeah, come on.
That's okay. We're up to. It's only 15:15. We've got an hour to fill here.
Yeah.
So do stick around to the end though, because you will get to see both Adam and myself drink the shot of what's it called? Tiger sauce. Tiger sauce.
Yeah, we're gonna do that at the end of the podcast.
I'm doing it because I messed the video up, and because I've got a cast iron stomach and I can do an egg, and I don't puss out like it.
Come on, let's move this along. You know what it's time for?
It's time for what is it time for?
Social
shenanigans.
It's Brian. See?
Nah, it's not Tim, but he thinks it was him. It's Brian. So anyway, social shenanigans. We've got a bunch of stuff, and let's have a look and see exactly what we've got going on tonight for social shenanigans. We've got a lot of them. First of all, thanks for everybody that actually follows us on Twitter, Facebook, and in Instagram. If you can't find us, then you're drunker than our podcast name is. It's West Ham is Why Pod on Twitter, or West Ham is Why We Drink on Instagram, or West Ham is Why We Drink on Facebook. So please follow us. We like to hear from you lads whenever we possibly can. So, James, you want to kick off the social shenanigans?
Yeah, I would love to, talking about one of my favorite things in the world, and that's Arthur Masuaku.
Arthur Masuaku. Oh, better than Lukaku. Sometimes. Just kidding.
So did y'all see that he was in the? I think it was the Who Scored European Team of the Month.
He was in the what?
The All-European Team of the Month on Who Scored.
What even is that? Are you just making things up, Jack?
No. It was it's like a big deal. He was rated as the
Man's fantasy football top players to watch in the last 7 minutes.
He was in the All-European Team of the Month. Like he was the best left back in Europe, and for the month of whatever month we just were. Yeah. So anyway, we're talking about Arthur Masuaku. I'm sure everyone has seen it. I know it's been talked about to death, but I have to talk about it because it's hilarious, and it is my man Arthur Masuaku. Who I did say at the beginning of the season that he would have a breakout season this year. Just reminding everybody that. The video of him outside talking to a supporter, and she's asking for a shout out to her Shedhead group, and there's a little bit of translation issue. And I think, Wayne, you said you had some audio for that?
I've gone one step further, James.
Look
at that.
Beautiful.
No way.
I've got some video.
Oh, that is cool.
How do you do that?
Brownie points for that.
I'm just trying to
look. So it's over here.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Look, it's over there. So it's over there somewhere.
Cool.
That's where it's at. So I'm hoping this is going to work. I'll try pressing the play button. And I pulled this off of Twitter, so let's see if it actually works. Tell me if you can hear it, James. If you can't hear it, just give me the thumbs down, and then we'll read it out instead. The Shedheads? Was it the shed heads or the shit heads?
Exactly.
Sheds.
Here we go.
Just could hear it. Right?
Shed heads. That's what he said.
Shedhead.
Did you? Could you hear it, James?
I couldn't hear it, but
you could hear it. Classic. But if you guys couldn't hear it, he's basically there's someone that's saying, could you give a shout out to my group, which is called the Shed Heads. So what does Arthur say?
Arthur is like, oh yes, I give a shout out to the shit heads.
Shitheads? Shitheads?
Oh, Wes is listening. We love you, Wes.
Wes, cheers, mate.
Hey, Wesley.
Now I got a question though about that. Is it shitheads or is it shedheads or what's the deal with it? What is he saying? Shitheads or shedheads? Because I think
shit.
I mean, when
What's shit?
Well, when they're referring to shedheads, is that the Chelsea supporters?
She's obviously got like gardening, right?
I don't know.
I thought it was like a shed in your garden, building you go into.
I think it's just a silly little group. Like we're called the Dallas Hammers, and her friends are called the Shedheads.
Yeah,
I don't know.
See,
me being so much older than you lads, I'm thinking of like the shed end of Stamford Bridge, and that's what.
Why would a Chelsea fan be at West Ham's training ground asking for a shout out?
Maybe they're secret West Ham United supporters.
Maybe.
Neil said he couldn't hear it. I'm sorry, Neil, that you couldn't hear it. Maybe you should try clearing your ears out every once in a while down there in Australia, mate.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's insult one of the 10 people listening, because that's going to.
Neil, I apologize. Neil.
This is exactly why we shouldn't do a live video. This
exactly
moron can't be trusted without editing himself out. Oh, you look a bit like that drummer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Will Ferrell, with that hat on.
I need more cowbell. More cowbell. Nigel's in the house. More cowbell. Go for it. Go for it.
Oh my God.
But no, I thought seriously. I thought that she was a Chelsea supporter. That's why I thought she said the Shedheads.
Well, I think it's like a garden shed.
I want to say about this Masuaku thing. I know I was going to do a reveal later, but this is a good point. You went on a rant on one of our episodes.
Who, James did?
James, yeah.
I must have missed it. Was it a real rant?
You went on the rant, and I said at the end of that, was that a rant? It didn't seem very much like a rant.
Yeah.
Well, I've just learned something fascinating from my friend Benny yesterday.
Okay.
Americans, one thing you said at the end, you said he's actually quite good. Now, I don't know if you knew this, Wayne.
No.
Americans think quite means a lot, like really. Whereas in England, it actually means like, he's all right, mediocre. And so when James said, because I literally only found out that Americans think that the word quite is like a, something to, like a, a bit like it's really good. Do you know what I mean?
It is. That's what that means.
No.
Yes,
it doesn't mean that.
In England,
yes,
it's like it's us being polite. No. It's us being polite, but really saying you're total crap.
Quite is like a little bit, whereas that's the actual definition.
No.
That's why I'm telling you this now. That's why it's a reveal. I'm not kidding you. Get on Google right now and look at it, and you'll see. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize. And that's why I thought you're like, why are you saying? Oh, he's actually quite good. I'm like, only quite good. I thought you were meant to be selling it to us.
Well, you know what? I
look. Watch his face as he reads this and finds out.
He's googling it. He's googling it.
See, he's like, oh man.
What's it say, James?
To the utmost or most absolute extent or degree, absolutely and completely.
That must be the American definition. You're in an American.
Yeah, because we're in America.
I think Manchester United is quite good these days.
I mean, in England, quite doesn't mean that. And what language do you speak? English. So you should probably use the correct definition. I don't know if
you could actually say he speaks English, mate.
It's a good point.
From Texas.
I am from Texas. Redneck in my language, quite actually means the best of all of the things in the world.
Yeah. It's
all I'm saying is you guys live here, so.
Well, I
don't know. Is it? Hang on. What's he say?
Well, that's my point. Like, I had no idea this whole time.
You're outvoted, Mr. Hoff.
What I'm saying is that I had no idea that Americans and English people used the same word to mean literally totally different things.
I had recently heard that, but I'm so used to saying quite, which is really funny because I think back of all the Englishman conversations I've had, and it completely changes so many things.
That's what I mean. That's why I said it. Because here's the thing: Americans see the word "quite" and they think, "Oh, that's a pretty English word, so I'm going to use it more when I speak to English people."
I don't think it's English. It's just something I say.
I might have to eject somebody from the room.
that is definitely my friend David. Yes, do your Gooner voice. Do your Gooner voice.
I'm a Gooner. Here we are, the Gooners. The trouble with bubbles. Yeah, it's definitely him because he suggested that for the podcast.
I know.
He didn't get anywhere near it. But speaking of excellent and as opposed to quite good, whichever way you want to do it, I found an incredible post on what's it called? That thing again?
Twitter.
That's it. That's the one. It's it, Twitter. And it was from our partners at COY Irons, or should I say, Come On You Irons, at ComeOnYouIrons_com, and it was Haller or Aller. How are we saying his name now? Aller. Let me read it like this. Aller basically had this to say, and this is what I was really impressed with. It says, "I'd like to play for France. You never know what can happen, but it's not possible at the moment. I think it's about profile. I need to get my stats up, that's stats up and score goals. I did it in Holland and Germany. Now I want to do it in England for West Ham. So big ambitions, come on you Irons." I think that's good that we've actually got a player that's not only saying big words and talking the talk, but he actually has the abilities to walk the walk these days.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we had a French guy who came really good for us and started going to France, that story ended really, really well.
It was so good, wasn't it? It was like the best thing ever. Quite well.
A good player.
Yeah, but come on, you can't put the two of them in the same mold, can you? I mean, Payet was a snake.
Let's not use that word in this podcast.
Seriously, but this guy is phenomenal. What do you guys think of Haller so far?
Yeah, he's quite good.
He's quite good.
I really like him. I think he complements our team very well. I think he's the type of striker that we need. Not just because he can score goals, because he can, but his hold-up play, his ability.
Oh, James froze.
Oh,
I did.
Oh, that's okay. He's back.
Oh,
you're back, James. It was nice though.
I guess what you're saying to YouTube,
you shocked YouTube.
They didn't like my tactical genius. I'm sorry.
There you go. Well, you're a bit of a tactical genius. I have to say it, and I think we should use this to labour a point right now. It's that Adam and I have been brought up on the game of football. I mean, it's we've ate, slept, and drank it since we were born. Soccer,
just to help translate.
Exactly,
for James.
But without a doubt, the expert on football on this podcast of ours is James. I mean,
yeah, he's going to give us some more.
We're really in
later.
that bad a shape. We really are.
We're doing everything we can to break the stereotypes and equality in football.
Yeah, but Wes actually says he's like Andy Carroll 10 years ago. Less heading ability and better technically.
If you took Andy Carroll and Arnautovic and made a baby out of them and put them together.
I mean, I just think, right, he hasn't played that many games yet, so I mean, I'm just not gonna be that reactive yet. Well, I'm really excited.
I watch a lot of Bundesliga, and so I had seen him play, and so I didn't think he was anywhere. I didn't think he would ever come to West Ham. He's that good, and so I rate him highly. He's an incredibly good player. He really is.
James can't see this.
James can't. James can see it. James, you can see the comments, can't you?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame.
There you go. Look, I mean, James has wonderful commentary. He really does.
Oh, thanks, Wes.
Talking of wonderful commentary, it's time for my social shenanigans, and it's going to require you two to get on Twitter and read something out. So I'll tell you the thing that I noticed on. I'll read the tweet first. This is from @LoneStarHammer. I'm going to give you the first one.
Clint, you better be watching, mate.
I hope Clint is watching. So Clint decided to tag the podcast and say, "About to kill at Adam Frag Frankel in FIFA right now. at West Ham is why we pod. Get ready to talk about this next week. He will still be crying next week. Hashtag it's going down. Because you might remember last week I mentioned that Clint is the only thing that he's good about at FIFA is telling people that he's good at FIFA. In reality, he is awful. Like awful. So anyway, you guys can reenact.
You saying he's really bad?
Oh, I mean, you'd probably have a chance against him, and you probably can't see the screen.
He's quite bad.
He's really that bad.
Okay. Anyway, why don't you read what happens next? So who's going to be who?
I'll be putting my glasses on for this. Look at that.
Do you want to be Clint, James?
You want me to be Clint? Okay.
I'll be Adam.
Okay.
Come on! I can't believe it. I can't believe that you did that. No, this is the wrong question. It's all bad. I'm leaving this podcast. This isn't fair. It's a stitch up.
That is definitely not what it says. Where? Can you read? Do I need to take over this?
I was just doing my impression of you, mate. That's all. I was doing my impression of you. So,
all right, ready?
Where are we here? Hold on a second here.
So here we go.
It starts here.
So
okay.
It starts with me.
So it starts. So I'm playing you.
Yes, you're still
look,
playing
see,
me.
I actually point at you, and it's on the screen. It looks like I'm pointing at you.
Yeah, I know.
As opposed to pointing the other way.
Okay.
So,
okay, go.
Okay.
All right. About to kill at Adam Frag Frankel in FIFA right now. At West Ham Wise Pod. Get ready to talk about this next week. He will still be crying next week. It's going down.
Oh, that's me. Battle of the West Hams. There will be only one winner. Ooh.
And then we can't really do this, but it's a picture. Can we show him the picture?
We can show him the picture.
Oh, it's not. This was half time. You can't really see.
It was 3-0 at halftime.
It was 3-0. And just so you all know, before the game, my prediction was 4-1 to me. You all know I'm king of predictions. So.
Oops, sorry, that came out. Okay. So then somebody from our podcast said, "Who is winning?" And then it's your turn.
It's actually you.
This is not so bad.
I'm not Adam, so
I'm sure that there's like I think the problem is some of these.
Here we go.
This thread
disappeared.
Clint probably deleted it.
I think Clint deleted it just to mess it up.
Yeah. I can't. I don't. He didn't say anything else after that. So
he did say, "I had an off day. I will come back stronger." But the reality is, he talked the talk. We played West Ham versus West Ham. It was totally fair. It was 4-1 because I had to score an own goal in the 90th minute, so my prediction would be correct.
Didn't he give you a hard time because you chose Arnautovic on your team?
He had Arnautovic as well.
I did.
Yeah, you did, didn't you, James?
Yeah.
Well, FIFA 20 will be out soon. We could. I mean. To be honest, if there's any listeners out there who are good at FIFA, maybe you can play me. And if there's any listeners that have never played before, maybe you want to play Clint because, then he could get a win.
Oh, my God. Hey,
I am terrible at FIFA.
You should challenge American Hammers TV because Gaz plays FIFA, doesn't he, Tim? Tim's actually in the room here.
I could beat him. Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know the talk.
Tim, what is this picture you've got up here? I've been meaning to talk about this for a while now. Definitely a dodgy photo, mate.
I don't know.
Definitely a dodgy photo. But no, I think you and Gaz should challenge each other.
We can. But the main thing is that I'm still king of predictions. I'm now 3 for 3. And when West Ham Villa is 2-2, I will be 4 for 4.
Nope.
Well, okay, so that was your prediction. You predicted a draw for next week, didn't you? Let's
2-2.
Let's go a little bit into next week's match and just rehash it a little bit, since people who are here probably don't know how little we know about the game of football.
I know a lot. I've got the last 2 results exactly correct.
Exactly correct, including the 4-1 that he got for FIFA playing Clint.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me,
he actually made sure that it was 4-1 exactly his prediction because he scored an own goal.
Yeah. Well.
So he could give Clint a goal, so he could actually say I'm 100% on predictions.
Yeah. I mean, you got to win.
So what did you say, James? I think you said, what have you got here? I think you said
3-2 us.
You really think it's going to be that high score in a match?
To be fair,
I think so. I mean, we're playing away. I would like to think that our defense is going to show up again. But I also know we're West Ham. I think it's going to be a nail biter, and I think we'll pull it out in the end because it is the way. But we do have a fairly good record at Villa Park, so I'm confident in a win.
I was chatting to a lad from the local Aston Villa supporters group this week. He says he'd like to come on and do a little 5-minute segment with us, which would be nice. There's no
way we're not having the first guest on the podcast to be someone from another.
I did say to him, I said, let me talk that over with my other two partners in crime. See, I'm working on it. I'm working on the communication. I said, let me talk it over with my other two partners in crime. And we'll see what they feel about it.
You definitely said, "Oh yeah, that would be a great idea." Why don't you?
I did not. I did say, I said, let me talk it over with my partners in crime and see if they're okay with it coming on our podcast.
Hey, Gabe. By the way,
what's going on, Gabe? Gabe, what's going on?
He's just finished up his homework.
Oh God! Hey, Gabe, what homework did you have?
Is he in America, do you think?
Yeah, Gabe is in America. He's actually in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, here.
How do we know? Well,
because I've been on this show for years, since it started, and I know Gabe.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna come up to the Dallas Hammers. I promised I'm going to duct tape him to a telegraph pole.
Oh, nice.
So, nice welcome for a new person.
Nice.
Exactly.
Welcome.
But no, I mean, so you think it's going to be that high scoring? I think it's going to be a closer game. I really do. I think a 2-1.
Because 2-1 is really much closer than 3-2, Wayne, isn't it?
And let me just elaborate a little bit, Master Frankel, excuse me. Let me just elaborate a little bit. I think it's going to be tight, and it's going to be 1-1 for just about all of the match. I really do. I think it's going to be 1-1, and I think everyone's going to be going, I can't believe we've played so well the last couple of weeks, and then this is what's going on. And I think in the last 5 minutes, Snodgrass is going to come on, and Snodgrass is going to score.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what I think.
What I like
brilliant.
Is that, and I can't remember for sure because the episode I was a bit cloudy, but I'm sure that when we recorded the original episode, you two were a lot more confident. But now I notice that both of you are like bringing it closer to my prediction that, it's going to be closer. Yeah, I think, and I don't blame you.
I just said 3-2.
If someone's in England, here's what I want you to do. Put a tenner on 2-2. I'll PayPal you the money or something. £10 on 2-2.
This is actually illegal what you just did, you know that?
Pretty much.
Oh,
they could probably throw you out of the country now for doing that.
Again?
Yeah, again. I'm not cooking you more barbecue.
James is going to get on the phone and do it. James will get on the phone and do it. But no, I do. I think it's going to be a closer game. It is going to be a closer game. I do think we're going to win it though. I don't think it's going to be a draw, but I think it'll be a draw for most of the match.
All right. Well, you know what it's time for.
Well, actually, but before we do that, we're supposed to actually do a check, and they always do. We should sort of do some of the things that American Hammers TV does.
Okay.
So bugger off.
See ya.
But no, we'll do a check-in on the room. Has anybody in the room got any questions for us at all? Let's have a look and see. Is there somebody here we haven't said hello to yet? We said hello. So. We said hello to Tim. Hiya, Tim. How you doing, Tim? How you doing? Excuse me, that feels better. I had too much to drink, Tim. So Gabe's here, of course. Trouble with Bubbles.
Dave,
is that your friend? That's your friend, Dave. Is there anybody else we haven't said hello to? I don't think we've got any questions so far. If you guys have any questions or anything, put them in the chat room here, and we'll try and answer them by the end of the podcast. And don't forget to check our podcast out because that's the reason we're here.
West Ham is Wadham got quite I didn't get arrested, but I did get kicked out of the country.
He did. They deported him.
It's a story for another day. I mean, if you're friends with me on Facebook and you go back, you'll see all of the drama. But it's all sorted out now. Ooh, 3-1.
Ooh, interesting. Ella gets a brace. As long as we win, I don't care. I really don't.
I feel like every time we click on Neil, like I wish we had that little bit of like, you know that Down Under from Men at Work.
From the Men Down Under.
I know every time I see Down Under, I just see that. I love that song.
Well, women squawk and men thunder. Is that how it goes?
I don't think they're the lyrics.
I don't know.
There's a good like reggae version of that song by a band called The Green that I really like.
I'm surprised you like a reggae band.
I don't know. What?
What?
I said, surprise, you like a reggae band.
Well, I like loads of reggae bands. Although, do you know what I'm listening to right now? You'll probably never guessed. I'm obsessed with an album, and it's very not what I would usually listen to, I didn't think. And it's
Nick Jonas, I know.
No, the Jonas Brothers song I'm obsessed with because it doesn't sound like them. But
Jonas Brothers
Post Malone's album, Hollywood's Bleeding. I wouldn't have called it, but my friend Landon, he's like been banging on about it, and it's a really good album. Really good album.
Dave wants to know if we're going to have brisket at the game on Monday.
I don't even think we're going to the pub for the game.
No, I'll be commuting.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting at my desk with it, on another browser.
Yeah, my boss
is going like this with
my boss is a scumbag. I hardly ever get to.
I think games. So. I think he is too. Don't you, James?
Such a moron, that guy.
So
I can't stand him.
Slave driver.
He is a slave driver.
He's a slave driver. And if you guys didn't know, Adam's actually self-employed. He owns his own business.
Oh, you sorted it now. We could have kept that going for weeks.
He's a stripper. He's a stripper in real life. So he won't be able to watch it. He'll be sliding around the pole with his iPhone in his hand like that, going, hey! all around the pole,
See, this is an example of something that would have been cut if it was a normal podcast.
It would not have been cut because
it needed to be cut.
The edit, and I would have kept it. I would have kept the stripper pole in there. No. So, come on, I think it's now time for that special time called.
I do want to say one thing to Dave though. I am cooking briskets this weekend, so maybe Adam will get a bite.
Oh, nice.
Oh gosh,
I'm quite looking forward to that.
James is quite the barbecue.
I'm going to be in Las Vegas again, so
that's right. You're missing out again.
Yeah, my brother's come to visit.
Gambling problem. Definitely. Bet with your head not over it, mate. Definitely. With your head not over it. Guess what it's time for, lads?
This is like a horse riding music.
It's a penalty shot at
Billy the Horse.
Who's gonna win?
Billy the Horse.
All right, welcome everybody to the penalty shout out. Okay, so I'm the quiz master this week, so it means I can't use. Which I mean, it's a shame really that you didn't. I'm quite glad that this episode has happened with me being the quiz master because I sometimes can't help but getting a little bit frustrated and mad when I get done over. So I prepared these questions. And
I'm writing down who got it because the first couple of times we did it, we totally forgot where the hell we was.
Yeah.
So we're writing down.
I think that was you. So
yeah, it was like I said, I totally forgot where we was.
Okay, so you know the rules of this for those that have never seen this segment before. Each player is going to have 5 questions, 5 penalties. If it is a tie at the end, there is a sudden death question at the end for the decider. It's never gone to that so far, but maybe this time. The questions are kind of going to get harder, but I've tried to make. I think this will be the easiest one so far. I've tried to make the questions doable because I actually put some thought into them, unlike what these two do when it's their turn. And
that is super unfair.
No, no. In all fairness, James put a lot of thought into this. I think James had the fairest set of questions, even though you couldn't answer any of them.
It was something like 1943 or something.
No.
How much money did someone pay for a bag of chips on the way to the ground in 1978?
15 pence. I can tell you that 15p.
That was the hardest question. That's the whole point of it.
Well, mine I've tried to make all actually attainable. So
we're going to shoot to see who goes first.
Yeah, we can. But here's what we also need to do.
What?
Here's the problem. There's comments. Can we Well, if people write the answer when we say it would mess it up.
Okay, so we could basically say to everyone that's in the room here, we'll just move the comments out of the way.
Yeah, look. Yeah.
We won't look at the comments.
Feel free, we're going to look at the comments after, but feel free to comment the answer if you think you know it. With hidden it, hang on, can James see it as well or not?
James, can you see the comments?
No.
You can or you can't?
I can turn it off. Hang on.
Okay, switch your comments off, James, because we trust you, mate.
Yeah, we don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat.
Just put it on banners or something.
Yeah, who?
Let's shoot for it, James. You want to shoot for it? You want odds or evens?
Oh, I don't know what that means. Let's Rochambeau.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, we're going to do rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Hammers. Scissors, rock, blunt,
So you
scissors.
get to choose. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. First it is. Okay, hang on. I need to.
Do you want me to hit the start button when you start reading the questions? Because you get 20 seconds. You want to explain the rules to these people? Or you're just going to let them try and mind read what the bloody rules are of the game?
Well, I mean, I think that they understand that I'm going to ask a question. You've got to get an answer.
I've got 20 seconds from the time he starts reading the question to answer.
Okay. So here we go, Wayne.
Okay.
Oh, Billy the Horse. I remember that. Here we go. So, Wayne, who were West Ham's opponents in the first West Ham match that I ever attended?
Bastard! You told me this the other day. The first West Ham match you ever attended? That's evil.
What's wrong with that?
Chelsea.
Time up.
Chelsea.
No. Now, here's the thing.
That was wicked.
Okay.
Seriously wicked. That is seriously not fair.
I wish I could high five you, James.
That was amazing. I loved it.
But you all know what's more amazing? Is that actually it is fair because it's in the bio on my website that I sent him and he actually wrote himself on the website. So he's actually copied and pasted the exact sentence that says my first game.
Copied and pasted. Copied and pasted.
Well, it's your own website, mate. You don't even know what's on there.
Who was it?
Bolton Wanderers.
Oh,
don't worry, the next question is who scored in that game. So that's on the bio as well.
Oh, good God.
I'm only kidding.
He's evil. He's evil.
That was good, though, right? You got to admit.
That was great. I loved it.
Okay.
That was fantastic.
James, your question. I've tried to keep them a bit even.
Great.
Who was the winner of last season's Hammer of the Year?
Oh, good. Hang on. I think this is totally fixed.
That is my main man, Lucas Fabianski.
Lucas Fabianski, well done.
I get a feeling I'm I'm not drinking the I'm not drinking the snotty drink.
Okay. Well done, James.
I hate you, Adam. I hate you.
Okay.
You know what the awful thing is? He really thinks I fixed it. He really does. I didn't. I got up at 2:30 in the morning to find the bloody questions to ask this goofball, and I thought I was being fair at 2:30 in the morning. But you wait until the next time, mate. You wait until the next time.
That was it. We're going back to normal now.
All right.
Questions, you blocker.
Well, hey. They were both very easy questions.
It's just too much. Even I'm laughing, and I look like I'm going to lose this one.
Okay, all right. That was just. It's just. Okay.
God.
So here we go. Wayne.
Yes. Well, hang on a second here. You can't say Wayne. Press the button and then wait 5 seconds and then start asking the question. You got to start talking and then press the button.
Okay, so the next one, there's going to be like topics for the next one. So
okay, so what's the topic?
The topic is Upton Park.
Oh, bloody hell. You know I was drunk every time I went there.
You're about to see that actually that I'm fairer than you're going to give me credit for. So here we go.
Okay.
I've never been to Upton Park.
What is missing from this list? Bobby Moore, East, Betway.
Bobby Moore, East, Betway. Bobby Moore, East.
Betway could be West. But...
North Bank.
No.
I can't think of the name of it.
Can I steal that?
You can't even say what the answer is.
What was it?
Sir Trevor Brooking Stand.
It's Sir Trevor Brooking Stand.
Yeah,
that was an easy question.
Yeah, but you know, though, you didn't specify exactly what time period.
I did by saying...
You didn't. I'm doing an Adam right now.
No,
you didn't specify what time period. You didn't say what time period it was, Adam. You didn't say what time period
Betway, the Betway stand, when it was the Betway stand, like I said in the question, it was also the Sir Trevor Brooking stand. So any other answer would be incorrect because it doesn't complete the list. Next flipping question.
That's what I said. I'll beat that out of the audio. Okay.
James, to the nearest 1,000, what was the capacity at Upton Park?
36,000.
Oh, you're really close, mate, but it's 35.
You said to the nearest 1,000?
I know. It's about 35,060. So the nearest
okay.
35.
Yeah.
So, sorry. I mean,
Okay.
these are, so far.
That was a very poorly worded question. I do have to say that.
Shut up. So far, all 4 of these
It
questions
was.
I would have definitely got.
Yeah, because you wrote them, you plonker.
Okay.
I tell you, Adam, maybe you'll win one of these if you actually write your own questions.
The next question, the next topic is about our opponents. So it's West Ham, Aston Villa.
Oh God, I hate Villa.
Well, the question, just come on, give it a chance. So Wayne, West Ham's youngest club captain, we sold to Villa. Who was he?
I've got no clue.
Come on, think about it.
Seriously, I can't think
Scored
who
a
it
goal
was.
against Man United.
I can't think who it was. Oh God.
Quick, 1 second.
No, say it and I'll know it.
Nigel
Nigel, was it Nigel?
Rio Coca. Come on.
I've got his freaking autograph on my jersey. Blimey.
Well,
I can't believe it.
okay, well, I thought I'd made these questions simple, but obviously not simple enough. Sorry, should we try again? What number comes after 10?
That's not a question.
Okay.
That's not a question.
Just kidding. Okay, so James, here we go. This might be a bit harder because it's a little bit before, but well, we'll see. It's definitely not as hard as some of the ridiculous things that you asked before. We bought this England keeper from Aston Villa in 2001.
2001.
10 seconds.
Rob Green.
No,
Luca.
Right?
No, I don't remember.
No.
The answer was David James.
Oh, blimey.
David James. Oh my gosh, you guys are hopeless. Can we look at the comments quick? Let's see if anyone else has got some of these right.
There's 3 comments. There's been 3 comments.
Oh, Fabian.
Fabianski, this is too good. Dave thinks this, yeah, it's all good apart from the first bloody question, which was like really something else.
It's on our website.
It is on our website.
It's literally a question
Have you
from
ever-
your website.
Have you ever been to the website?
Yes.
Oh.
I went there to double check that it was on there so that it was a fair question to ask.
You rotten sod. You rotten sod. I don't like you anymore, Adam. So
Okay.
we're taking applications for another third on the podcast. It doesn't have to be anybody that knows anything, but as long as you don't mind losing a penalty shot out.
I told you what the drink was, right? I didn't even tell you what the shot is.
I don't think I want to know.
So the shot is called Smoker's Cough. It's Jägermeister and mayonnaise. Warm mayonnaise.
What? It's not warm mayonnaise.
Yeah, it specifies in the drink. The wet. I wanted to get a legitimate shot, unlike what you guys have been doing. So I Googled cocktail, like shots.
I'm sorry, tiger sauce and
Tiger sauce and vodka, that well-known drink that's served at the bar.
that is a
I can do it.
legitimate drink.
In fact, I'll throw the next question just so I have to do it.
What? Well, you might get the next. In fact, the next round is playoffs. Okay, so that's the next topic. All right.
He's trying to figure out which question to ask me because he's got 2 of them there. I can think of 2 questions, one that's a hard one and one that's an easy one.
No, I mean they're both the same question. Okay, all right, Wayne. Well, because the first question was a bit harsh, shall I give him the option of which question?
Just answer the question that you were going to ask me.
Okay, there we go. Well, we'll keep it fair. Wayne,
I'm not a crybaby.
in 2005, when we won the playoff final, who scored the
I was
winning
living in
goal?
the States then.
Who scored the winning goal?
You pick the time I was in the States and didn't watch it.
You've been in the States for the whole time. You're in the States now.
No, I can't.
Just pick a player from the mid-2000s.
Oh God. When?
Who?
Oh,
Who
sugar.
did you just say? When?
When? Yeah. It was
Who's that?
Shu Wen. He was the Korean guy that played for us back then.
We've never
He
had a
didn't get
Korean
much time
player.
on the pitch.
We have never had a Korean player. There's been some DV. No, I'm okay.
Who
All
was
right,
it?
let's move. It was. Do you know James?
In 2005,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyone else know?
no,
Is
I
it
don't
any of you know?
Anybody in the
In
room
the
know?
comments, anyone know who scored?
It is vile, Chris. That drink is going to be vile.
Does
But
anyone
I'm not
watching
going to cry
know
about it.
the
I will
answer?
drink it down, no problem whatsoever.
They could have Googled it by now. There's no point in asking. I'll tell you. It looks like these guys watching. So they may as well do this as well. I really thought you would get a load of these. Like I tried to
Just
make
like
them
I
easy.
thought that you guys would get a load. I figured Billy the Horse was easy to get.
Okay, so the answer is Bobby Zamora.
Zamora, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, James. In 2012, when we won the playoff final, who scored our game-winning goal in that game?
Ricardo Veste.
Oh, it is.
That was too easy.
It's one of my favorite goals of all time.
You could have had that question instead. Do you know what the bad news is? That then we don't get the fifth penalty now.
No, we do, because
No.
I've got none,
and James has got 2 with 1 penalty to take.
I'll do it anyway.
You want to do the question?
Well,
Do
anyway?
the fifth
question,
question.
All right, fine, we'll do it. Because I've actually written a 5th question this time, unlike the last time when we needed a 5th question.
And just made it up from nothing.
Okay, so
I'm drinking
Wayne.
it, am I? Gross.
Wayne,
Yes.
sponsors is the topic, by the way.
Ooh.
In 2008-2009 season, who was our shirt sponsor?
Oh god, that was the season that we changed over halfway. SBO Bet.
No, sorry, the answer was none. We didn't have a sponsor.
It was. We started off the season with SBO Bet on the shirt because I got the shirt to prove it.
According to Wikipedia,
I've got
we
the
didn't
shirt
have
to
a
prove
shirt
it.
sponsor.
It was XL. It was XL in 2008, 2009.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was
Because
SBO
that
Bet.
was meant to be your question next, which was who was our shirt sponsor in 2007, 2008. And that's
okay. Yeah, because that's when they went bankrupt. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was this. Yeah. So that was the season before they went bankrupt. So then we didn't have a sponsor the season after. So it looks like Wayne, you'll be doing Jägermeister and
First penalty shot out. Y'all drink up now.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Perfect.
wonderful.
I think that went pretty well. Do you, James?
I think it
I
was
think it was a total
fantastic.
stitch-up. I think it was a total stitch-up. I at least got one question on the last round and beat you. So
I mean, I really thought that those questions were all very attainable questions.
Well, I did answer one of his questions and almost answered one of mine. I mean, I was really close on one of mine. So
And yeah, you got 2 right. I mean, it's not his fault he couldn't get some simple questions like what is the name of the other stand at Upton Park? I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that.
no,
I could
I'm
have.
sure it does. It's what was the name of the horse in the White Horse game? That's the simplest question.
I think it was.
Everybody knows that.
Wasn't his name Jägermeister and mayonnaise?
Yeah, I'll
I think
do it.
that probably was the
Oh,
was the
God.
name.
See, what you don't realize, Adam, is that you're talking to the son of a bartender.
You're a son of a what?
Son of a
Son of
bartender.
a what?
My mum tended bar for years, so it makes no difference what you put in the shot glass. Wayne can do it.
Is that what your mom said to everyone?
No, that's
Whoa,
not
whoa,
low
whoa.
blow, low blow, and I will edit that one out. But
Isn't that bad?
I'm gonna do it, even though you stitched me up with the questions. I'm going to do it.
that was not stitching you up at all.
It was stitching me up with the questions.
It's literally in the bio of your website that you made.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Let's get on to the bit about the song. I like singing. Singing will cheer me up a little bit. Jaeger. I got to tell you, the worst drunk I've ever got in my life is through Jägermeister.
Oh, maybe if you drink enough of those Jaeger mayos.
Seriously, if Heather is watching this right now, it's all your fault. And I got so drunk. Me and a buddy went out with these two girls, one of whom I really fancied something rotten. And we tried to get them drunk, and they realized we were trying to get them drunk. So we kept all ordering Jägermeisters, and they wouldn't drink them. So I drank them all. Should have seen me in the cab going back to Brooklyn. And the cab driver's like, he's like, give me directions, please. Give me directions. I'm like, that way. You can drive it.
Oh my god.
I pebble dashed the whole side of his cab.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's coming up now?
Time to mix it up.
You know what's coming up? Now it's time for our brand new segment.
It is.
their blood. We're bubbles. We're going to listen to this whole song.
Yeah, why not?
No.
I love it.
Okay, so we've got to thank Hammers Poles because they helped us out with this one, right?
They did actually help us out quite a bit with this because we had 4 good choices, didn't we, at the end to choose from? And God, blimey, look, James is really into this. Look.
Yeah, if any of you watching haven't checked out Hammers Polls, they've got a cool little Twitter feed, and they just put little West Ham polls up on there. We're going to be using them actually. There's a few more that we want to have on. Mega and Yayo.
Yeah, seriously, Mega and Yayo.
Hey, and also, just so you all know, so the shot will be taken. I know that was last segment, but next week on the podcast, next week, not the audio of this one, you'll get to hear Wayne reacting and taking a shot, and we'll video it as well. I'll video it because I know how to use an iPhone and press record instead of take a photo.
He knows how to do that, but he doesn't know the name of the horse in the White Horse Final.
Yeah, same. But next time I'm going to ask him what I did contemplate asking you all questions like that, but you know, I feel that won't be fair.
It's okay.
I wanted it to be fair, and
I
think that was a pretty fair quiz.
I think it was no. In all honesty, I do have to say it was a very fair quiz. Excuse me.
So
just a little fart.
We have a name for our segment.
We do, and is the only people that watch the podcast friends of yours?
Well, no, but a lot of them do.
A lot of your friends do watch the podcast. Do any of your friends watch it, James?
You've muted yourself.
You've muted yourself.
Press the unmute button.
Press the unmute button.
There we go.
Some of them listen to the podcast, not necessarily watch it, but yes, I have some.
Nice.
So, yeah, I've got a few friends. Yeah,
I mean, you guys listen, and you're my friends, right? So
yeah. Well, I have to listen. I edit the bloody thing.
We should listen quicker sometimes.
Seriously, quite silent. We definitely should listen quicker. But what's the name of your friend that did this? Rory, right?
So Rory Littlebury. In fact, we shouted out his nephew the other week.
Was that his nephew, Freddie?
Yeah, little Freddie. He's 8 now. It was his birthday the other week.
Blimey.
Happy birthday, Freds.
Happy birthday, Freddie. Your uncle's a bit of a plonker, but happy birthday.
Oh, Rory's come up with a really good segment name, so he's not really.
I've got to tell you, it was neck and neck for quite a while there. I was following Hammers polls quite closely, and I started off with Altogether now being in the lead.
I forgot to vote, to be honest.
You forgot to vote? It would have made a difference. I think it was like a good 10, 15 votes ahead of me.
Nice. Well, because it's going to be, we're going to try and get him on the next show as well.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be Pie and Mashup. Do you want to hear my...
Yay! Pie and Mashup
Pie
it is!
and Mashup.
Pie and Mashup. It's a good East End name for a segment, isn't it?
Do you want to hear my my theme tune? Do you want to hear it?
James
yes.
is very excited
yes.
about it. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second, though.
Should I explain the tune before as well?
I think you should just bloody well do it because I know it's going to be terrible.
No, this is actually going to be a good one. So there's a song by Basement Jaxx called "Where's Your Head At," and it's so I think the theme tune should be Pie and Mash Up, Pie and Mash Up, Pie and Mash Up. Okay, maybe it wasn't that good. I thought it was good. Maybe you need to listen to the original Basement Jaxx. Where's Your Head At? That you can hear it.
It was pretty bad, Adam. In fact, let me see. I'm trying to find something here that I can press. How about this one?
I think the time. The time for that was probably 10 seconds ago, though, Wayne. Yeah. Good job, Wayne.
All right, let's do this segment because it's past my bedtime.
Oh, gosh,
okay. Oh my gosh, we're at an hour as well. Okay, sorry, we've gone a bit over. I knew this was going to happen. So
we always go past an hour on this show.
We've been asked. I think Jessica Moreau, I think she asked about the history of Bubbles, where we get it from.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sing Bubbles first, and nice. Adam knows that song, and Adam needs a shot of Jaeger.
I know that one, Adam, and you ruined it.
Enough of what's on the comments. We don't need to read that.
Yeah, we definitely don't need to read that. Thanks, Master Bruce.
But
no, that Bubbles. I mean, it's a song that hopefully everybody knows, but I find that a lot of people don't know the song. So should we do it first?
Yeah, and there's one part that we're going to go with Hammer's Poles as well on this, because the original version of the song has the line "nearly reached the sky."
I'm a traditionalist.
But and so I like to sing it that way. But at the stadium now, people don't say nearly anymore. So we want to put this on Hammer's Poles. Do you think it should be nearly reach the sky or reach the sky?
No, it's they reach
what
the
do you
sky.
Say? Yeah,
they reach the sky.
James, stop muting.
They reach the sky.
No, it should be nearly. I'm sorry, I'm a traditionalist. It's the way it's always supposed to have been. Just because a bunch of young whippersnappers like you, Adam, decided they couldn't use the word nearly, and I do think it adds something to do with Green Street Hooligans.
I do like the other edition, which is the United, which also that used to do that 3 times. Now people only do it twice. So
I think it's got more effect with just twice.
Yeah, me too. But it's weird how our main the theme song changes. And one little thing, I remember when I took a friend of mine who's a Crew Alexandra fan. I took him to Upton Park for his first ever match, and they used to. I mean, they still do it, but at Upton Park, when it gets to the chorus bit, they cut the music and the volume goes up.
Yeah.
And my friend turned around to me with goosebumps on his arm, and he's like, "Wow, I've never experienced anything like this at a football match."
I think it's the best song out there in the Premier League, not just because I'm a West Ham supporter, but it just is. Yeah. And there's just something magic about
reached
it.
The sky. Good, Dave. I agree.
I agree with you too, Dave.
So let's hope that James's audio matches ours. You might have to change your.
I'm going to just let you guys sing it because there's too much lag.
Okay, do you want to do the introduction bit? The do 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 do. Do you want to just intro?
You just did that.
Yeah, do that. You do it. You do it.
Do, 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 do,
do. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky, and like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. United, United. You know what I've noticed? You can always spot a brand new West Ham fan because when everyone goes United, United, there's always 1 or 2 people that will go United for the 3rd time and do that.
Yeah, but like I say, for a period, it was 3 times. That's what everyone did.
Yeah.
So James, you're our resident stato. So
come on, mate.
Introduce everyone to the story about
the real
bubbles.
History.
Well, the history of the Forever Blowing Bubble song. So the song was originally registered in 1919. It was a very popular song in the 20s. It was brought to
the music hall.
Very popular in the music hall all across England and America.
Neil remembers it.
It was a major Tin Pan Alley hit, apparently, covered by bands in the 1910s and 1920s. Let's see. As far as coming to West Ham, it was adopted in the late 1920s. It was introduced by former manager Charlie Painter.
Yeah.
In the late 20s, a player, Billy J. Bubbles Murray, had a resemblance to the boy in the Bubbles painting by somebody, I can't pronounce that, using a Paris soap commercial at the time. And so they started playing the waltz because it was so popular for this player. And that's the legend of how it started at the stadium.
You know what's funny though is, I mean, even though that's what is commonly known as the origin of Bubbles, nobody really knows.
Right. Yeah.
They really don't know, because it's amazing that a song that's so integral to a club, nobody really knows the true origin of it, of how it actually came on board the club. Because everything that you're saying right now is basically it's people's theories as to how it came about.
Right. I think it was just a popular song and they played it and it just stuck around and people sang it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's certainly I mean, I remember the first time hearing it when I was a kid in the stadium, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, I was 7 years of age, and it just was like, it's incredible. And my granddad, who loved to sing, who couldn't really hold a tune to save his life. He thought he could. He just was a loud singer. He was like screaming it out loud, and in the car ride on the way home, he's like, all right, he says, now you have to learn your first thing now as a West Ham supporter. And he taught me Bubbles. So and that was after he beat up a couple of Chelsea supporters and got my brand new school anorak blooded. Yeah, seriously, we got home and my mum said to him, she goes, what on earth happened to you? I had blood all over my tan anorak. So because he grabbed hold of me by the back of the hood and told me to grab hold of his leg, and he smacked these two geezers. Yeah,
okay.
Bit bad. Certainly was a bit bad. But now there's another version of Bubbles, isn't there?
There is another version that we sing. It's the outro of our podcast.
I love this version of Bubbles. When we first introduced that to the Dallas Hammers, people just didn't know how to do it. I mean, I was out of breath. I hadn't done it in years.
We do it now. And in fact, because it's a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang version. At the end of our podcast, we play it. And one of my friends who's a Tottenham fan, Danny, he texted me. He's like, I really love that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang thing that you guys. Who wrote that? I'd love to take credit for it, mate, but no.
Seriously, no, it definitely wasn't any of us. But I love it. I love it. So, are you ready for this? And you're going to do it with us this time, James, or are you going to be totally antisocial again?
I'll be antisocial again.
Okie dokie. Okay.
I'll dance with you though.
Okay, you can dance with us. We want to see you dance with. Ready?
Well, maybe you should stand up and dance.
Yeah, you should stand up and dance in your shorts.
Don't have any pants on.
That's all right. Well, we're after the watershed now. It's after 9 o'clock.
You should see what we have to put up with when we actually record the podcast. It's like and it's in this little office of mine that's tiny and very sweaty.
I'm impressed, James. Like, this is the first time you've not done anything diva-ish. Is it because you know we're on TV?
I'm not a diva.
I mean, you kind of.
Yeah, I think he's camera shy. Maybe. Boy, we were really running late.
Okay, so let's get ready.
In other words, hurry up, Adam.
Okay.
So, ready? I'm for everyone bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly ever so high, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, I looked everywhere. I'm for everyone bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. I'm for everyone bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. I'm for everyone bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly ever so high, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, I looked everywhere. I'm for everyone bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. I'm for everyone bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
And it keeps going on and on and on and on and
on. I'm going to tell you a story about one time that I actually did that, and I think I was 16 or 17, and I'd been drinking quite heavily before the match. James knows what's coming here. He knows what's coming here, and I am going to admit it on YouTube. But I've been drinking really heavily before the match, and halftime came on when we were just talking and everything. I was like, God, I've really got to go to the bathroom. So if anyone remembers Upton Park, the toilets smelled like they were disgusting. They totally were disgusting. So I went down to go to the toilets, and there was a group of about, I'd say 50 or 60 West Ham fans that were like going mental doing that song, and I was getting into it as well, jumping up and down, and I couldn't get to the bathroom. I was jumping up and down, and I'm jumping, and I'm thinking, oh God, I've got to pee so freaking badly. And I was like I said, I'd had a few to drink, so I decided just to pee there while I was doing it.
So you just peed your pants?
I did. I peed my pants. I peed my pants while I was singing the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang version of Bubbles.
Really makes me wonder why you want to sing the song every week at the pub then.
No, you know, here's the deal, though.
That's a good point.
It really wasn't that noticeable because it was pissing down with rain. I remember that much about the day is that I got soaking wet and I don't, soaking wet pee. It was quite disgusting.
Have a whiff.
Oh, Jesus. So, but that's my Bubble story. But I love the song. I really do. And of course, we're going to do that every week on the segment. We're going to pick a classic chant and a new chant. Adam's still got some mates back home. We've all got some mates back home that if there's a brand new chant that comes along, we're actually going to do it here on the look. Oh, blimey. Wesley just subscribed to the channel.
Which channel?
Yeah. Tim, I got you a new viewer tonight, mate. Thanks for lending us the YouTube show for the night. So,
all right. Well,
so
it's nearly. I think it's nearly time, right?
And I think it is nearly time. Let's. If we have to, we have to, right?
Okay. So while you're mixing those up, I'm just going to point out that I am now 3-0 in the quizzes.
You're right. You're nearly as good as quizzes as I am as on predictions.
Oh, almost. And I had to ask, how do you guys feel about the fact that Bubbles is an American song?
Is it?
Is it an American song?
It was written.
There's more in that one. More in that one. There's still not enough because mine goes up above London, yours is underneath London. So give yourself some more, mate. He's trying to cheat here on the drinks, James.
To be fair, he's done it once already. So
yeah, exactly. This is the second time I've had to do it.
The smell is disgusting.
Yeah, Adam bought the biggest bottle he possibly could.
The
bottle I had was tiny.
I'm not filling it to the top.
Okay, just do it halfway. Before we sign off tonight, let's thank American Hammers TV and Tim and Lee and everybody for letting us borrow the YouTube channel tonight. We really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, or even if you didn't enjoy it and you want to have a little bit of a laugh, we have a podcast that comes out every Wednesday. It's called West Ham is Why We Drink. You can find it on iTunes and all of the popular podcasting channels. So, which is totally cool. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Guys. Yeah,
thank you very much.
It's super encouraging for us. I mean, I was a little bit nervous to do this live on video because
you never would have known. He never shut up, did he? The whole bloody time, James.
The whole time.
And this is why it's better because we can get edited. You can edit me out more.
I'm going to in the audio. Trust me. I'll have to cut a little bit out. We'll have to make it 2 shows maybe. But no, thanks to everyone for listening tonight. We really appreciate it. Oh God, I can smell it too. We really appreciate you tuning in tonight and listening. Please do go subscribe to us on iTunes and Apple Podcasts and all that love. And please do follow us on Twitter at West Ham is Why Pod, POD.
Okay, this shot is coming up. Will I try and video this as well?
You can try and video it if you want to, but we can actually do this. Yeah, you can video.
Like,
do it landscape. Put it right there.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Lean it against.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. I think that'll work.
All right.
Just the video.
You see video here. Video. Yeah. This is what we're going to do. Hang on. Wait, I need to. We really could do mixing it up.
Okay. First of all, let's describe it to everyone.
Wow.
That is disgusting.
Oh my God. It smells repulsive.
So tiger sauce is like a spicy Asian sauce, and I've mixed it with vodka, which I don't know why James had that idea because it doesn't make it better; it makes it worse. It 100% makes it worse.
But it's in really nice West Ham shop glass.
Yeah, I got these from the official West Ham shop. I think
they're really nice.
Yeah,
they're really nice. So thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate you tuning in, and there's really nothing else to say other than
cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not doing it. I told you I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
Perfect.
I swear to God, you're drinking that.
I'm not drinking it.
You are drinking it.
But I got him to do it twice now, haven't I?
No, I've done it twice. You're drinking it.
I'll drink it. Here's to everybody.
That would have been a screw job.
Perfect.
It's lovely. No, it tastes like. It tastes like bad shrimp. It tastes like bad shrimp. It really does. Oh my God, it's awful. Right. Thanks so much. Don't forget to tune into American Hammers TV whenever you get the opportunity to, and listen to West Ham is Why We Drink.
End it. Bye, everyone. We love you. Stay positive. Love your life. Stay positive. Love your life.
Stay positive. Love my wife. Dreams they fade and die. Fortunes always hiding. I looked everywhere. Disgusting. Bye, James.
Yeah, bye, James. Everyone.
See everyone. Thanks for listening and watching.